Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is TATIANNAANESA. I do know I have quite a few new subscribers because your girl just hit 9K. It's so exciting. I'm just really happy. Like, I remember when I first started this channel and it was like it was just yesterday, and the fact that this channel is just growing so much. I'm just grateful for each and every one of you, especially if you just watch my video, you comment, you like it. The fact that you take time out of your day to watch the content I'm putting out means the world to me. Like, it really, really does. Today, I want to do something different, a little bit different. I've been seeing this little trend float around YouTube where it's kind of like, if I lost all my makeup, what would I repurchase first? And honestly, that's something that I think about a lot. I do think about that a lot, more than I think I should, but I do. And I think this will be so fun just to see what products that, out of everything in my collection, what I would get first. Like, some of these products may be a surprise to some of you, but I have my reasons behind it, but we're gonna get into all of that. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Why I feel like my lighting is like so dark, but like when I watch footage back, it's totally fine. Starting off with lip prep, because my lips are so dry. It is dry. But definitely repurchase the NYX lip oil. I love this. I love the smell of it. I love that it gives me a glossy finish. I love that it's not sticky. I love it. I love this. I just love how it feels, and most importantly, it's affordable. Now, I have other lip oils in my collection that I love, but they're not as affordable as this one. This one is $9. I will take that over $20 lip oil, okay? Especially if I'm gonna be repurchasing all of my makeup. Yeah, best believe. Also, I did want to say that this is a trend that I've been seeing going around. I don't know who originated this trend, but I will link some of my personal favorites down below in the description. If you know the originator of this particular trend here on YouTube, please let me know in the comments because I will love to add them in the description. I have to go through my favorite brow products that I will always repurchase. I have finally perfected my brows in a way that I absolutely love. They give the fluffy brow, but they also give like, I got brow hairs when really I don't. So it's right here for the brow pencil. The Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade 5. I love it because you can be very precise. I also love that it's really micro, that you can give like those fake little hairs in the front to give that fluffy brow look. This right here, the Morphe Supreme Brow Wax, is so good. Mine is actually empty. I just finished this today. It's empty. Look, empty. I finished this. I've never finished one of these products before, and honestly, that really says a lot because that means that I have to love it, and I have it in my brows today. I really love it. And to carve out the brows, the Rem Beauty concealer is definitely the best consistency for a concealer to carve out the brows. I have mine in the shade Deep 1 Neutral. It's perfect. It matches my skin tone really well. You can't, like, I love it. It just matches really beautifully. A little bit goes a long way. I feel like the best way to use this concealer for me has been carving out my brows. It's like a tried and true at this point. I can't do my brows without this concealer. And then last but certainly not least, the NYX Lift and Snatch. I haven't tried this. What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's move on to the eyes. I already primed my lids. I used the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer, my favorite eye primer of all time. Definitely would be a repurchase. Now, I went through all of my palettes in my collection and I was like, what would I repurchase first? And the thing is, it's not a glam light palette. And the reason for that is because I don't know if the palettes that Glamlight have come out with recently the past couple of months, if they're limited edition or not. I feel like a lot of them have been collabs, and I feel like collabs are usually limited edition. We haven't really seen like a Coraline palette since, I think, the Happy Hour collection, and I don't know if I don't know who's to say when I lose all my makeup, they're gonna have those Glamlight palettes, you know? So I didn't pick a Glamlight palette, but I did pick a Beauty Bay one, and I do know that this is a staple in their core line. This is the Beauty Bay Bright 2.0 palette. I love color, but if I wanted to have neutrals, I do have browns in this palette, which, what more could you ask for? This is just such a beautiful, beautiful palette, and I think today I'm gonna do something really simple. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. Now, for brushes, the brush set that I would repurchase is this one right here. This is the Morphe X Aerial brush set. Now, the reason being is because this brush set has everything that I could ever need. It has every single face brush. It has all of these brushes here. These are the only brushes I'm going to be using today, just so you can see that this is all that I'll ever need. Take a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into, I'm going to take this shade right here called Fig, and I'm going to place this one in my outer corner. I think that I'm going to do an all matte look today. Beauty Bay has definitely one of my favorite eyeshadow formula. I feel like you know this by now and you're probably tired of hearing me talk about it, but I will literally talk about Beauty Bay forever. You will always hear me talk about Beauty Bay because they are just so underrated. And I feel like they deserve more hype than they get. So I'm going to give them all the hype that they need. I'm going to give them all the hype. I'm just kind of like winging this out a little bit because you all know I like to do the most. I like to wing it out a lot. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to take this shade right here. It's right next to it. This shade is called Rom-Com. It is so pretty. And I'm just going to take this on the same brush in the inner corner. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And I'm just blending it into that first shade. Oh, that's really pretty. Look at this color. Oh my goodness. So stunning. Love, love, love. Do I want to do an all matte look today? I feel like an all matte look would be so pretty. But you guys know shimmers are popping. Shimmers are popping. But I think we are just going to take that shade all on the lid. That is the Beauty Bay Bright 2.0 palette. I feel like it just is the best. For eyeliner, this one's probably not a surprise, but I would totally repurchase the One Size Point Made liner. I have repurchased this many times because it's the only liquid liner that I will use. Anytime you see me with a liquid liner, it's definitely this one. I love this one so much. It is so good and it's so black. Oh, I love it. So I have the wing on. Mascara. Benefit Bad Girl Bang. This mascara is my favorite mascara of all time. It's one of those products where it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Mascara is also one of those products that's just honestly really boring. But this right here, I have no interest in ever not repurchasing this or ever really trying out new mascaras, to be honest. Because I love this one so much and it goes on sale a lot. So I really, really like that. I will say the only thing with this is that it does take a minute to dry. Primer for me, it was kind of like a no-brainer because this is one primer that I know really does what it says it's gonna do. I'll either use this one or the one with niacinamide, but this is a primer that really will grip your makeup. And I do feel like products adhere really, really well to this. So I was like, if I had to repurchase a primer, it would be this one. One, it's also affordable. I do have another e.l.f. product in this video because it is one of my favorites. And I also just love that it's affordable. So now for foundation, I feel like this is a product that you already know what it's gonna be. It's my Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. I have mine in the shade 4N68. This right here is my favorite foundation of all time. Okay, it's my favorite foundation. I absolutely love it. It is so beautiful. It looks like skin. Every time I wear this, I get so many compliments, and I love it. I love it so much. Like it's my most reached for foundation in my collection, and I feel like out of every foundation in my collection, I would be longing for this one if it wasn't replaced. You know, like I feel like this one just has to be in my collection. When it comes to sponges, this one's my favorite sponge. It's the Sonia Kashuk sponge. You can get this in a 2-pack at Target, but I love this sponge. It's the only sponge that I use, her brand. I feel like the skin is skinning, okay? The skin is skinning, and oh my God, my thing is so dirty. Oof. And it's all thanks to this Makeup Forever foundation. So good. I love it. Now for cream bronzer, this used to be my absolute favorite cream bronzer. It still is one of my favorites, and I love it. And you're going to see how much I've used this. Look at this. This is the ABH cream bronzer in the shade Chestnut. Look at mine. That is crazy. Like it's crazy. So I'm going to be using this brush right here, the little like kabuki style brush. from the Ariel collection. And I'm just going to go into this and just put this all on the face and just blend it in. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love how easily this blends, and I just love how natural it looks, but you also can build it up to get the intensity that you want. It is just so beautiful. I think I got this in 2020 and I'm still using it, and I still, you know, I put a dent in it, but it's still lasting me a while. It hasn't dried out. It still has that really good, beautiful consistency. So I have no complaints with this product. I love it. For concealer, this is that other e.l.f. product that I was talking about. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I love that it's full coverage and it's so affordable. So if I lost all my concealers in my collection, I would definitely pick up this one first to repurchase because it is so good. I have used this for very important like photo shoots. This one is just perfect. Everything looks so good. I'm so happy. We all know how much I love blush. I have a lot. When I say a lot, I have a lot of blush in my collection. These right here. These are the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blushes. I'm pretty sure you already know which one I'm going to go in with today. Of course, Dancing Queen. That's why I did these colors on my eyes. But I love these. Like, Danessa has fueled my blush addiction with these. If you love blush, these will literally change your life. I'm not kidding. They're like a cream to a powder formula. They're beautiful. I'm going to use my sponge with these because I found that that's my favorite way to apply these. And this is the shade Dancing Queen. I love it. And I also just love how beautifully the sponge just diffuses the blush. Oh my gosh, this, you cannot sit up here and tell me this is not one of the prettiest blushes you've ever seen. Like, what? The Danessa Myricks Yummy Blushes are truly a game changer. Now for setting powder, I have found my favorite setting powder. And it's talc free, which I love. But if you haven't tried this, I really do recommend checking it out. But it is the Jaclyn Cosmetics setting powder. This right here is so beautiful. It's so smoothing and so blurring that I love it. This is the only setting powder I've been reaching for. It's truly changed how my makeup looks. Don't use this powder. I noticed a difference with my makeup. I have been in the search for the best talc-free setting powder that looks good, that looks so good, as if it had talc in it, you know, because talc does help powders to blend. So for powder bronzer, this one's definitely not a surprise. I've talked about this a lot. I've made my feelings on this bronzer very clear. The Jaclyn Cosmetics powder bronzer in Poolside, tried and true. It's the prettiest shade of warmth. It gives me everything that I'm looking for in a powder bronzer, and it's so beautiful. I love the formula. I love how easily this blends, and I just love the warmth that it gives me. I also really love the color. I feel like the color of this bronzer is just so perfect. They have like this really fluffy brush in this collection. It's the A14, and I like to use this for my nose bronzer / contour. It's like the perfect size, and I just like to use this to warm up the nose. Lots of powders on, but we're not done. We are not done. So, under eye brightener, Makeup Forever Powder Foundation. Truly, 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 now that they have this nice clean version, I will be repurchasing this if I lost my makeup, because I have to have an under eye brightener. I have to. I need something that's going to brighten up the under eyes and just make everything look and feel so smooth. And this is it right here. And also, this powder foundation adds coverage. So adding this under the eyes is just perfect because it gives me more coverage under the eyes, and it also helps to smooth everything over even more than it already is. We have one more powder to put on, and it's my powder blush. You know I like a lot of blush, but these right here, these are the Haus Labs powder blushes. I would repurchase these as well because they're so beautiful. Like, they are stunning. This brush right here, it's a fluffy brush. It's very fluffy and flimsy. This is the A22 brush. I love using this to diffuse powder blushes. I'm going into the shade Acai Sky and tapping into this, and I feel like this shade with that Danessa Myricks blush is like the prettiest combo, but I also just feel like this brush really does diffuse my blushes. Like, look at that. This is also just one of the prettiest blushes. I don't have many powder blushes in my collection. Like, I have a lot of cream, but when it comes to powder, I don't have a lot. So this one right here has also really changed my makeup. Like, whenever I use it, I am obsessed with it. I just feel like it is just so beautiful and so pigmented. So I know if I repurchase this, it would last me a very long time. I like to take my blush up under my eye a little bit. Look at this. The blush is so pretty. Everything just looks so pretty. My favorite eyeliner is the Made by Mitchell All Smudge No Budge in the shade Black Track. I would repurchase this as well with the Quickness off of Beauty Bay because it's so good. It does not budge. And it is really, really black. It's my favorite. I'm going to go back into the Beauty Bay palette and just add that first purple shade on this brush right here. This is the A16, and I'm just going to put this on my lower lash before we go in with a spray. I feel like even after going in with so many powders, my face needs to be like rehydrated, rejuvenated, and the MAC Fix Plus just brings my face back to life. I'm almost out. Like, I feel like I just replaced this. So I'm going to spritz my face with my MAC Fix Plus. While my face is drying, those little spritz that you see will go away. Trust me, they will dry. They won't leave little spots. We're going to do lips. Lip liner that I would repurchase would be my Jaclyn lip liner in Bold Brew. It is my absolute favorite, okay? It is my favorite lip liner. I love this lip liner so much. This is probably one of her most underrated products as well, but 9 times out of 10 when you see me with a brown lip liner, it's definitely this one. Lips are lined. They look so good. It's like the prettiest shade of brown. And you know I'm a gloss girl, so I have to have a gloss. And one of my favorite glosses in my collection is my Fenty Beauty Glosses, the OG Gloss Bomb. And my favorite shade is Riri. I love hot chocolate, but Riri I feel like is just more me. Like, I like a little pink and purple. We know I love it. So I'm going in with this. Oh my gosh. I feel like she made this gloss color for me. Fenty gloss is just one of those glosses that last a really long time. So if I'm going to be repurchasing glosses in my collection, it's going to be the Fenty because you can't go wrong with the Fenty Gloss Bomb. You just can't. For highlighter, this one was really hard for me because I like a lot of different highlighters. So the product that I chose was more so like a smart purchase for me. It would be a smart purchase for me because it's a palette and you get more than one. So depending on your mood, you can choose which color you want. And that is the Danessa Myricks Lightwork 2 palette. So this right here has 6 different highlighter shades. They're so beautiful. You also have some more golden ones. You have like really pretty like blush toppery shades. You also have 3 different like champagne-y golds. So I like to mix these two. Those are my 2 favorite shades. So I would just pick this one up. I also know for a fact that this is just one of those highlighter formulas that you can go very, very intense, or you can go really, really subtle if you want to. So I always have to tread really lightly with this. I would just have so many and I won't really have to buy a lot of highlighters. I'll have every single thing that I need. I'm also going into the brush that I use for the nose to like bronze it up because this is also perfect for highlight. Like I said, this brush set has everything that you need. I haven't had to tap into any other brushes. Oh my gosh, just look at this. Look at the look. Okay. Do I want to add lashes? If I was adding lashes, I will just show you. It would be this brand right here, the Kimomorio. I do not know how to say this. I do not know how to say this brand, but it is my favorite lashes from Amazon. I'm an Amazon lash girly. You get a lot for your money. I don't do Kiss lashes anymore. I don't do any other brand lashes except for Amazon because you just get so many different sizes, so many different styles, so many different prices. Like this set I just bought from Amazon not like a couple days ago. It was $4. It was on sale for $4 and I bought 2. So you get a lot for your money, okay? That's why I love my Amazon lashes. Here's the finished makeup look of products that I would repurchase if I lost all of my products in my makeup collection. Oh my god, I almost forgot. Setting spray. I definitely would repurchase the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I'm gonna spray some of this. I almost forgot. This is a setting spray that actually works and it does wonders. I'm almost out. So this is definitely on my Sephora wish list for the sale because I need to re-up on this. Let me know your thoughts down below. I hope you all enjoyed hanging out with me, and I will definitely catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.